Hi, this is Dr. Kingston, and this video will cover the lingual papillae. The objective for this video is simply to describe the various papillae that we find on the tongue. Now, the tongue has four types of papillae, or little protrusions, that are going to assist it in its sensory function. They're named for what they look like. So we have little filiform papilla that look like filaments or hairs, fungiform papillae that look like mushrooms, Folate papillae that look like foliage or leaves, and then we have these big valate papillae near the border between the body and the root of the tongue that get their name from the raised ridge that surrounds the center. Filiform papillae are conical in shape, and they're used in tactile sensation, so sensations that are transmitted back to the brain by the lingual nerve. When you run your tongue across your teeth, these guys are helping your brain sort out what that feels like. They're grown and they shed continuously, kind of like hairs. Occasionally, and especially in older individuals, they don't shed as frequently as they should, and they end up growing very long, like what you see in the image here. So if you've ever heard of someone having hairy tongue, this is the culprit. These guys grow across the entire dorsal surface of the anterior tongue. The fungiform, or mushroom-shaped papillae, are likewise spread across the entire anterior tongue. These have taste buds within them and help to transmit taste sensation to the brain via the chorda tympani. The folate papillae are short vertical folds that are only found on the lateral margins of the tongue. These house multiple taste buds and are served by the chorda tympani as well. These are especially dense in young children and kind of become more sparse as you age. The valate papillae are only found on the border between the root of the tongue and the anterior tongue in a single row. They get their name from their distinctive shape. They have a slightly raised centrum, and that's surrounded by then an even higher ridge or wall. These house taste buds as well, but they're the only papillae that are served by the glossopharyngeal nerve. And that is it. Short and sweet. So let's do a practice question. The correct answer here is A, filiform papillae. All of the papillae are served by either the lingual nerve or the chorda tympani, which hitchhikes with that lingual nerve. The chorda tympani approaches the lingual nerve, remember, kind of about halfway down in the infratemporal fossa. So if that lingual nerve is injured before the chorda tympani joins, or here as it's written, right as it branches from the mandibular nerve high up in the infratemporal fossa, only the touch sensory innervation is going to be affected. And because these filiform papillae are the only touch sensory receptors, they will be most affected by that injury.